Frankie here for another 10 Years on YouTube episode. Today we're looking at the 10 scariest EAS national test fails of all time. Number 10 is from KGET.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test. The message you are hearing is part of a nationwide live code test of emergency alert system capabilities. This test message has been initiated by National Alert and Warning Authorities in coordination with emergency alert system participants, including broadcast, cable, satellite, and wireline participants in your area. Had this been a national emergency, the attention signal you just heard would have been followed by emergency information, news, or instruction. This is only a test. We now return you to regular programming.
This is from the infamous failed test of November 9th, 2011. And that FEMA screen is something else. Number 9 is from WPTZ, a Fox affiliate. What's scariest about this one is how the test screen just fades in. Not sure why, just creeps me out a little bit. Plus the voice for the test is something straight out of Transformers. Number 8 comes from CNN. Now if this was based on a fail factor alone, I'd put this one at number 1, because just listen to what this chick says.
It's designed to allow the President of the United States to address the country within 10 minutes from any location at any time. The system was not used on 9/11, which some critics say proves the U.S. is still living with an outdated warning system. So,
not only is that wrong, but it's pathetic. By the FCC's own admission, the EAS wasn't necessary on 9/11 because news outlets began reporting on the situation less than 2 minutes after the first plane hit. I have a question for the CNN lady. Can you forward me to those critics you mentioned? I'd like to talk to them about how they think the EAS works. Also, +1 for the Comcast black screen of death. That always creeps me out. Number 7 comes from CNBC. They gave plenty of preparation on air for the test, but nobody could have expected what was going to happen next.
Message you are hearing is part of a nationwide...
This EAS Details channel thing stayed on the screen for not just a few seconds or a few minutes, but almost half an hour. If by chance you didn't know about the national test and you just happened to keep the TV on CNBC, you'd have no idea what was going on for 30 minutes. Wow. Number 6 comes from, hey, it's me. I remember this video. Anyway, Fox 10 in Arizona. Just look at this insanity. A command prompt reading Fedora Release 10 comes up with a Chandler EAS-DSG login required to continue. This stayed on Fox 10 for about 15 minutes, so anyone looking to catch up on the news at noon that day was pretty much fucked. Number 5 is from DirecTV.
Okay. a national test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test. Broadcast and cable operators in your area have developed this system in voluntary cooperation with FEMA, the FCC, and local authorities to keep you informed in the event of an emergency. If this had been an actual emergency, an official message would have followed the alert tone. This concludes.
The national test plays as usual, but then some unknown 80s song plays during the test. If it was like 2 a.m. and that happened, I'd be speed dialing one of my hoes to have one last fuck, because I'd think a nuke is imminent. Number 4 is from WPWR-TV in Chicago.
The makers of Tristan as well. Thank you and hope you enjoyed yourself. We certainly enjoyed having you with us. Good night and God bless. I hear something important for you to think about.
This is a national test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test. Broadcast and cable operators in your area have developed this system in voluntary cooperation with FEMA, the FCC, and local authorities to keep you informed in the event of an emergency. If this had been an actual emergency, an official message would have followed the alert tone. This concludes this national test of the emergency alert system.
No, as in peanut. Catchy name, Franklin. And now a word about heat.
I don't know why, but I find this extremely creepy, and it makes me think of Fallout when I see it. Coming in at number 3 is a video simply titled Bright House. No idea what that means, but let's take a look. The VHS quality definitely adds to the creepy factor, and I have never seen an EAS test with the color bars during it. That's a fail, and a very scary one at that. Number 2 is from WGN.
The message you are hearing is part of a nationwide...
There's a lot to unpack there. The screen of death, the poor timing, but above all, that's a terrifyingly long time to just have satanic static playing with no other context. It sounds like someone's rewinding a VHS tape. I don't know, man. That is fucking nightmare fuel. Warning. Number 1 is loud and extremely scary. If you don't want to hear the scariest EAS of your life, pause the video now and go to the description. I provided a timestamp that skips straight to the outro.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test. The message you are hearing is wide live code. The alert system capability. Including broadcast, cable, satellite, and wireline participants
Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. This was another 10 years on YouTube episode. I will have more to come this weekend and throughout the week. Thank you.